All right. So we're going to play Sorcery Storm. This should be a lot of fun. Green, red, storm. There we go. I'll upload this to Stream Decker real quick. Okay, should be set. Time to play some green-red Sorcery Storm in Modern. It's probably not going to be good, but it might be sweet. I would love to play first with this deck. This hand is not very good. We're in a mulligan. This is marginally better, but still not great. We'd like 2 lands. Alright, we'll keep. Put back Bloodstained Mire and Snow-Covered Mountain. Start Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn. This hand doesn't do anything for a long period of time. Let's see if that's good enough. Opponent starts Verdant Catacombs, fetches, finds a swamp. Thoughtseize. Sure. Probably takes light at the stage. They do. Fetch up a Stomping Ground, tapped. Play a Snow-Covered Mountain, pass the turn. Depending on what we draw, we might Ritual into Pirate's Pillage this turn. Sure. Let's do it. Ritual. Pirate's Pillage. Discard Snow-Covered Mountain. We get another Ritual and a Pirate's Pillage. That's good. This is just kind of a way to ramp early. We're kind of digging for a Hazaret's Undying Fury, if possible, to get one right now. Okay, opponent plays a Kroxa, making us discard. We discard a Desperate Ritual. They play a Forest. We untap, we draw Manamorphose. So let's Manamorphose into red-red. Ooh, Cloud Key. Play a Cloud Key. Name Sorcery. Now, this deck is way worse without Faithless Looting, unfortunately. But Faithless Looting had to die, and I'm glad that it did. Opponent plays a Liliana. Ticks up, makes us discard our only Pirate's Pillage. Opponent discards Liliana. We draw Channel the Suns. Unfortunately, does not do anything. The rare green ritual that no one's seen. It does a decent Seething Song impression, but not fantastic. Opponent plays a Ghost Quarter. And a Renin 6. They pick up a fetch land. Makes us discard. Discards a fetch land. Abrupt Decay's Cloud Key. Okay. Okay, Finale of Promise. We can go up to X3, which would let us hit Light Up the Stage and a Desperate Ritual or a Manamorphose. That might be worth it. We're not doing anything else. We might as well. We'll do Manamorphose and light up the stage. Okay, so we'll cast this, say red, red, get an Inner Fire, which is the most useless card we could draw. Play a land, crack it, get a mountain. I guess Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Pass the turn. Sure. Get a snow-covered mountain. We don't actually need the green mana, so if our opponent wants to pick up Ghost Quarter and try it again, that's fine. They Thoughtseize away our Inner Fire. Not sure why they wouldn't just tick up Liliana. Like that. That way they wouldn't have had to discard Assassin's Trophy. Pick up a land, play a land. They crack it. And get an Overgrown Tomb tapped. We draw Gemstone Caverns. Play a Snow-Covered Mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent makes his discard. Picks up a land and plays it. Cracks it. Gets a mountain. Am I going to play a Kroxa here? Because it's a 2-turn clock. So the problem is the only card that could save us I don't think we can cast. We would have to Miracle Reforge the Soul into something. Finale of Promise, we can get a Desperate Ritual and nothing, it looks like. We can hit Pirate's Pillage, but we don't have anything to cast. We don't have any cards in hand, so we can't actually cast it. Alright, let's go to game 2. Kind of like the idea of Aria Flame here. Maybe I don't. Yeah. If anything, I'm going to bring in 1. Just to have it. I'm going to go down a Reforge the Soul. Try it like this. We'll play first. The one time I should have played second. We will keep. And we will start Stomping Ground tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Wooded Foothills, cracks it. Gets a Stomping Ground tapped. We draw Inner Fire. Play a Bloodstained Mire. Pass the turn. Opponent. Blood Crypt. Red-green, they're going to play Collector. Oof. That's fine. We'll get a Stomping Ground tapped. Finale of Promise, huh? Play Gemstone Caverns and cast Light Up the Stage. We have a land and a Desperate Ritual, both of which will be good. Opponent plays a Ghost Quarter. And a red and 6. Excuse me. They're going to Ghost Quarter our Stomping Ground. Yes, we will get a mountain. It's one less mountain we have to draw. They're going to pick up Ghost Quarter. And get in for 2. Yep, that's fine. We draw Light Up the Stage. So we play a snow-covered mountain. We can Desperate Ritual. We can Inner Fire to net 1 mana. Actually, I think we Manamorphose first. Red-green. Manamorphose. Red-green. Inner Fire. Okay. So if we Finale for 6, we can Manamorphose Inner Fire, which would get us 7 mana. That seems kind of sweet. So Manamorphose, Inner Fire. Okay, so we cast Inner Fire and then cast Manamorphose on top of it. We'll get green, green, 5 red. Then we Channel the Suns. We can Finale of Promise for 6 mana again. Oop. So we'll do Manamorphose, Channel the Suns. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Cast Channel the Suns, cast Manamorphose. We're going to get red, red, mana. Cast a Light Up the Stage. We exile Wheel of Fate and Snow-Covered Mountain. That's not good. We Finale of Promise for Desperate Ritual, Light Up the Stage. 1, 2, 3. Cast. So we Desperate Ritual. But Channel the Suns we can't cast. We can't suspend this. That was a Wheel Reforge the Soul. That would actually be way better. Note to self. Okay, well we can cast those next turn theoretically. Our opponent Ghost Quartering us here is actually pretty bad. It would prevent us from Channel the Suns. But we don't have any way to make Channel the Suns a payoff right now. Okay, Overgrown Tomb tapped. Opponent gets in for 2 with Collector Oof. Would like to draw a Hazoret's Undying Fury. We get a Desperate Ritual. Should have played the one out of exile, but you know, I'm bad at this game. Casting our rituals does nothing. Sad face. So we definitely should cut Wheel of Fates for Reforge the Soul. Because we can hit it off of Undying Fury. It's easier to do everything but Finale of Promise It. Opponent plays a Bloodbraid, wheels into Ashiok Dream Render. We can no longer search our library, but we weren't going to anyway. We do lose a bunch of cards, including Hazoret's Undying Fury. So our best draw is Reforge the Soul. We get an Aria of Flame. And I don't think that will do it. Alright, we'll scoop it up. Let's make some slight edits and we'll try again. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned that the Wheel of Fate plan is not great. We also learned that Light Up the Stage feels pretty good. And is okay to hit with Finale of Promise. We only have one Past in Flames. That might be bad, but I think this is better. I think. So let's try that, shall we? Play first. This has potential. We're going to keep. Start Mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Bloodstained Mire, cracks it. Gets a Swamp and an Astrolabe, sure. We draw another Channel the Suns, play a Snow-Covered Mountain. If we draw a Fetch Land or a Stomping Ground or a Manamorphose, that Channel is going to do a lot of work. We get Inquisitioned. Well, there goes our Desperate Ritual. Perks of playing this version of the deck, we basically are almost immune to Inquisition of Kozilek. The downside of playing this deck is you're playing this deck. Overgrown Tomb. Thoughtseize. Opponent takes Hazoret's Undying Fury. Okay, best draw here is either a Ritual or a Cloud Key. Finale is almost those things. Pass turn. We do need another land now. Opponent plays a Polluted Delta, cracks it, and finds a Snow-Covered Island. So this deck is Sultai Snow or 4-color Snow. One of the two. Plays a land, draws a card, and gains some life. Sure. And they fetch Scalding Tarn and find something. It's a mountain. And another Astrolabe. Okay, we find another land. So we're going to Pirate's Pillage. We're going to discard a Channel the Suns. Draw some cards. Okay, next turn, provided our opponent is not holding counter spells or more hand disruption, we will be doing something. Opponent Prismatic Vista gets a forest. They are Escaping Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. And Inquisitioning again. They get to take Desperate Ritual. Sure. So we untap, we draw a Snow-Covered Mountain. Play Snow-Covered Mountain. Cast Channel the Suns. Okay. Finale of Promise, hitting Desperate Ritual and Hazoret's Undying Fury. So red, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So cast Desperate Ritual. Cast Hazoret's Undying Fury. Hazoret's Undying Fury hits Manamorphose, Desperate Ritual, Grape Shot, and Reforge the Soul, which is pretty sweet. So we're going to cast Manamorphose, we're going to cast Desperate Ritual, we're going to cast Reforge the Soul, and then we're going to cast Grape Shot, targeting our opponent. So first, we Grape Shot our opponent's face. Both players discard their hand. We add some mana. We add some other mana. Add more mana. Okay. So now, what do? Finale of Promise. We hit Desperate Ritual. Well, actually, Finale of Promise. We hit Manamorphose and Inner Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We cast Inner Fire, and then we cast Manamorphose. Adding red-green. Getting 8 mana. Okay. Then we Desperate Ritual. Manamorphose. We Inner Fire. We Past in Flames. And then we Grape Shot our opponent. Nice! That was pretty sweet. Hazoret's Undying Fury, casting 5 spells for free. Or 4 spells for free, excuse me. Definitely a way to win the game. Alright. So sideboard versus 4-color Snow. What do we do? Probably want and empty the Warrens, just as an additional storm card here. And what do we cut for an Empty the Warrens? Probably... a finale? No. We cut a Light Up the Stage. I don't know if we want anything else, so I'm just going to run it like this. Okay, this hand is really slow. We're going to mulligan. Is about as slow. I think I'll keep because I'm on the draw. I'm going to put back Hazarets. Just because I don't want to get Thought Seized. I don't want them to have like Thought Seized Surgical or something like that. If they have those cards, we're probably screwed anyway, but... We'll start Snow-Covered Mountain. We would like to draw another land or a ritual so we could get down this Cloud Key. Opponent plays a Prismatic Vista. Cracks Prismatic Vista and finds a Forest. Down comes the Tarmogoyf. We draw an Inner Fire, play Snow-Covered Mountain, pass the turn. Opponent plays an island into an Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. They gain some life. They play a land. They sack Uro. And they hit us for 2. We go to 18. Untap. We draw Light Up the Stage, which we cannot cast. Pass the turn. Man, if we still had Faithless, this hand would be so much better. Opponent gets a Water Grave tapped. And plays a Scalding Tarn. Opponent attacks for 2. We take it, we go to 18. Opponent cracks a Scalding Tarn and finds Mountain. They bolt our face. Looks like they're escaping Uro. Yep, there he is. Opponent gains some life, draws a card, plays a Blast Zone. We draw Desperate Ritual. Well, we Desperate Ritual. Now we have the option of Cloud Key or Light Up the Stage. If our opponent has Abrupt Decay, Cloud Key is way worse. If they have Assassin's Trophy, it's even. If we don't hit a land off Light Up the Stage, yeah, we just Cloud Key here. Name Sorcery. Pass the turn. Okay. Now we really, really badly need to hit a land. Opponent plays an Astrolabe. Draws a card. Plays a land. Opponent goes to combat, attacks for 7. They can crack a land to make it 8. And they should. They gain 3 life, they draw a card. They do not play a land. Is this the return of Moist Jund? It's 4-color snow that we're playing against right now. I don't know if that's considered Moist Jund. I think it's primarily Sultai, and the Jund is kind of off to the side for Bolt. And other cards that I'm forgetting, like Ren and 6. The Assassin's Trophy Cloud Key. Well, we kind of figured something like that might happen. So we take 9, we go to 4. They play an Astrolabe. Which, in all reality, might be a card I should be playing in this. We get a Channel the Suns, which does nothing, so we light up the stage. And we scoop it up. Alright, going into game 3. We'll just run it back. I don't think we have any actual sideboard plan for this. Alright, we'll play first. That's not playable. We're going to mulligan. We're on mono 4-drop combo, indeed. We're going to keep this. We're going to put back Reforge the Soul. And we're going to start Stomping Ground tapped. The best kind of combo deck. Pona plays an Astrolabe turn 1. We draw Reforge the Soul, and we can't Miracle it. I am very upset. Play a Stomping Ground tapped. Pass the turn. Inquisition. Hits nothing. Ha ha! Gotcha! Nice peek, opponent. Oh man, okay, opponent plays an island. And another Astrolabe. Welcome, Bone Daddy. How's it going? Oh, Reforge the Soul number 3. Opponent thinks we play spells less than 3 CMC. Opponent is wrong. Oh man, look at that. No worries, man, no worries. Play a land. Wow, look at our opponent's good cards that we just threw into the grave. It would have been great if we just like instantly let them escape in a row. Okay, Pota plays another Astrolabe. They may not have a third land. They don't have a third land. Wow. Reforge. Oh, okay. I was going to say Reforge the Soul is amazing. Okay, Pota plays Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. So we're going to discard, I guess, Inner Fire. Okay, it gets sacrificed. We draw our 4th land. So we play a mountain. Inner Fire. You know, for some reason I thought that added 1 more mana than it did. Okay, what can I do? I think we just play Cloud Key here. And name Sorcery. Okay. We can always concede. In fact, added one less mana to all our future interfires. Hey, what if Rite of Flame, instead of adding one more mana each time, added one less mana each time? It costed 4 mana instead of 1 mana. We should build a deck around that. Our opponent Bloodbraid Elves into Uro. There's some crazy shenanigans happening on that side of the board. 4 mana reverse Rite of Flame. I love it. What a rancid pile opponent's on. It's 4-color snow. Okay. We got a play. I think we have a play here. So we channel the suns, right? Then we Manamorphose into red green. Get another cloud key. So then we Finale of Promise, Manamorphose, Hazoret's Undying Fury. 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're 1 off. We can't do that. Never mind. Hang on. Readjusting. We Manamorphose, and we reforge the soul. This might work. Actually, do we just Finale of Promise, Manamorphose, channel the suns? No, that can't be right. Manamorphose, reforge the soul has got to be correct. Okay. So X is currently 5. So pay red, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 from the cloud key. Okay. So we cast Manamorphose, and then we cast Reforge the Soul. So both players dump their hand. We draw a new hand. We Manamorphose, and we add red, red. We draw a mountain. Play a mountain. So light up the stage currently costs 2 mana. We can Desperate Ritual. Can Manamorphose into red-green. We can Manamorphose into red-green. We draw Hazoret's Undying Fury. That seems pretty sweet. So we play a Cloud Key. We name Sorcery. And we light up the stage. Alright, 2 lands. That was a pretty respectable Storm turn. But our opponent has 7 cards in the hand now. And we did nothing. So, the end result of casting all those spells was nothing. However, provided we untap Unthoughtseize Molested, we should be able to land a Hazoret's Undying Fury, which, if it finds us something like Past in Flames, is going to be game over. Because then we're just playing for fun. But if our opponent has like an Ashiok or something else nasty, we're going to probably eat it. Okay, opponent makes us discard. Kolaghan's Command destroys a Cloud Key. That's fine. It doesn't actually do that much. We get Thoughtseized. That does a lot. They take Hazoret's Undying Fury. They play a Polluted Delta. They crack a Polluted Delta. They find a Watery Grave. Untapped. The Inquisition away are light up the stage. Alright, Hazoret's Undying Fury. Off the top. Let's go. We've still got 2 left in the deck, I think. They get a Steam Vent. Untapped. And they play Nile Spellbomb. No! Oh, ow. We were very close to killing our opponent, and now we are not. Oh, and that would have been amazing, too. Play a Bloodstained Mire, crack it. Get a mountain. Pass the turn. Nile Spellbomb. I mean, we only drew them 14 cards, so I assume they could find their sideboard. Ugh. So they're escaping something. Kroxa or Uro, one of the two. It's Uro. I kind of like that Bloodbraid Elf can just tutor for a Titan into your grave and get a marginal effect. And I also dislike it. Mainly because it's happening to me right now. Do we have any Reforge the Souls left? We have 1 Reforge the Soul left, but we scried it to the bottom at the beginning of the game. So we could Reforge the Soul, and that might get us somewhere. I like that you can get a marginal effect off a card that is otherwise basically guaranteed 2 for 1. Kano, 2020. Oh, there you go. There's a new Kanoism. We're getting brutality. Opponent discarded Ashiok. They had it anyway. Opponent's going to hit us for 3. We're going to go to 8. We are dead unless we draw Hazoret's Undying Fury or a really good Reforge the Soul. So we have a 3 and 28. And we get nothing. Sigh.